Tamia crew, different little setup here. We have some very, very, very resourceful information with everything going on in the world. I feel it was my duty to come on here with two people that I know and trust. I've been knowing for, of course, my mom all my life. And this is her god brother here, Patrick. So my mom is going to touch on some things. Patrick has some very valuable information. I'm sure there will be a part 2 because he is full of information. So I'm going to give him the floor, and you guys get you some pen and paper, take down this information, because I promise you, you will not regret this video.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Patrick Jakes, and I've been a holistic healer for 26 years. And what I want to share this evening is some real pertinent information that might save someone's life. And what the Spirit has put on me today is to talk about a supplement that people may not know about. That's why it's always good when you're in the midst of elders to, get the knowledge that you can. So I came across this elder 10 years ago that nobody had talked about, this marine phytoplankton. And so the marine phytoplankton is one of the most powerful superfoods that you can eat that is out in the ocean.
And can you spell that for us, Patrick? Because we definitely need the spelling of that.
Okay, marine phytoplankton. That is spelled MARINEPHYTOPLANKTON.
Marine phytoplankton. Okay.
And this is one of the most richest food on the earth as far as micronutrients, because this is the food in the food chain that the blue whales and the sperm whales eat, and they live an average of 200 to 300 years, and they have a very strong sexual energy or vigor, during their whole lifetime. So with that being said, other benefits of this powerful marine phytoplankton, if anybody is having problems with their immune system, with their heart, or like I said, with oxygen, this mineral supplement is packed with all types of minerals and vitamins from the sea that will give you a complete healthy immune system and a respiratory system, and then it will also heal other organs of the body. But this is just some of the benefits of marine phytoplankton. 1, it promotes an abundance of cellular energy, meaning it powers all the cells in your body. In other words, what happens first, when you start taking it, the brain will reprogram all its cells first, and then once the brain has get done reprogramming itself, then it will send signals to the rest of the body for all the other cells to regrow that will keep you real vibrant, young and healthy. So it's also good in DNA and RNA production and well-being as well. The second thing marine phytoplankton is good is it is a potent inflammatory mechanism.
It's anti-inflammatory. Okay.
It stops certain types of disease from forming in the body, and that is very important, to people that want to get good health or people that's trying to get good health. Another benefit is it keeps you in a good mood. you know.
So let me ask you something. People who may be going through things, struggling with like depression, anxiety, stress, different type of stress levels, where they come from their children or work, would you recommend this to help with that?
Yes, ma'am, I definitely would do this, because we know that any type of nutrients, vitamins that come from the ocean, we know that's going to be good for the well-being of our body, because we're 80%, water.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and when you have that balance in your body, you have a real feel good well-being overall on your body.
Okay.
The next benefit is good. It's good for marine phytoplankton. It's in a immune boosting support, which means it keeps the body in shape, but it also keeps it from losing oxygen and other key elements or nutrients in the body.
Okay. I'm really glad you said that, because what I was going to ask you is, with everything going on, Corona is like the main thing that people are talking about. How do you feel this is going to benefit the listeners, benefit the audience, as far as, because when you said a immune booster, that's like, you kind of hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's very important, because a lot of people don't really understand that when you get this virus, if you don't have a strong immune system in place,
Yeah.
it's going to attack the immune system, and it's going to deoxygize the body.
Mm-hmm.
So when the hemoglobin can't operate properly in your blood, okay, and then the blood cannot even flow properly in the body, and then if other organs are deprived of oxygen, then that's when the oxygen deprivation come in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't breathe because you got a lack of oxygen,
Yeah.
that immune system can go out. That respiratory system can
Yeah.
go out. Because what you want is, you want to break that between your nose and your throat before it goes to the lung. The whole goal is to stop it from going to your lung, because once it comes into your system, it only takes, it's going to take 2 weeks to incubate. So that's when you want to kill it off.
Yeah.
You see, and that's what you do, like I said, for that. Now, the next thing, it is good for radiant skin, because we know the skin is the biggest organ on our body.
Mm-hmm.
And the skin is so important, because one of the problems that people are having, they have the lack of vitamin D. And so this would be an excellent supplement to take to restore the minerals that you're losing, that you may not get the vitamin D from the sun, but it will keep your skin radiant. Anybody that goes on a holistic plant-based diet will get radiant skin. And I remember one sister I hadn't seen in 10 years, she said, "Man, you haven't changed." I said, "Well, what do you mean?"
Yeah.
Your skin, it looks the same. And I tell people, I drink a lot of water. And I eat a lot of fruits and the vegetables. I just make sure I get proper rest. And that's what the elder said. He said that if you get proper rest, proper air, oxygen, and exercise, those are the 3 keys to living a long life on this earth. So I'm telling you, see, when the spirit be working, it'll come out. Because I can remember that other one, but see, now I'm talking. The Spirit just brought it to me that when people do those 3 things right there, they gonna live a long time.
I want to ask you, in case somebody wants to know, is it safe enough for children?
I would say yes, and you always take, like I said, precautions. Just whichever marine phytoplankton they got, they just need to read the instructions, on the back of it, and then that would, determine, how that they can, give it, to the kids. Do another YouTube concerning how you minister holistic healing to infants and babies, because I've been doing this for 26 years and nobody has not really, covered that. That needs to be covered, because when you are a holistic healer, you have to cover a baby all the way up until a person, like I said, is, old. Because it doesn't, like I said, what matters, because they have to have good health, and they, have to heal too. The next thing that it's good for is it promotes good joint health. So if you got any problems, like I said, with your joints, it will be able, like I said, to get those minerals to those joints that we have. And I'm telling you from, experience, by me being a construction electrician and working out, a long time, when you get the right supplements, for your joints, which connect your knees or your arms and stuff like that. Normally those are areas, as long as you give it the right supplements and stuff, because the body was designed to heal itself. Right. You see. And then the last benefit, which I think is probably the most powerful benefit, because there are a lot more benefits, but these were just the 7 I came up with. It's very good for cardiovascular function.
Okay.
So if anybody's having any type of issues with the function of their heart, this is excellent to take.
Yeah, I think those are like some of the major benefits, especially, like I said, with things going on. I do want to say, with everything being said, it still has to be backed up by a proper diet, because you cannot take these supplements and take these things. The form that this comes in, is this a pill or is this liquid?
Well, most of them come, like I said, it either comes in a pill, a liquid, or a powder.
Okay.
Now, like I said, for the diet, because each person's body type, like I said, is different. They have certain fruits that you can eat that will provide you your electric energy. They got certain foods that will provide your magnetic energy. Then they got certain foods that you can eat, say like quantum, Altamara grains. These are real ancient, powerful grains. If a person has problems with their iron or their blood, quantum is excellent to eat. And I've been eating this, like I said, for a long time. So if you eat a well-based, plant-based diet that has protein, and I cannot stress, I will make 2 more powerful points. Okay. When the Creator created our body, it was based on fat metabolism. You get your energy from fat metabolism, not glucose metabolism. That was only a emergency system that was basically created. Do I need to give them my email address?
Yes, let them know how they can reach you if they have any
Okay,
questions.
this is my email address. If y'all have any questions about getting the supplements and stuff, any information, my email address is yahawada@hotmail.com, and that's pronounced Yahawada@hotmail.com.
Okay, and that will be linked in the description box as well. So I really appreciate that. We will be back for a second video and probably even a third from what it sounds like. Mom, I would like for you to touch on, as you feel, building up your herbs and making sure you have things available, as the motto is stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
For sure.
Okay, so.
For sure. Peace and blessings, family. Praises to the Creator and welcome. I want to discuss on building your storehouse. You have two types of storehouses. You have a physical storehouse and you have yourself as a storehouse. You store within your body, your vessel, that the Creator gave us, okay? We are three-part entities. We are human, we are human and we're spiritual, spirit, okay? This is the corporeal body that you're looking at, and you have to take care of this body. It's one thing in living long, but it's another thing in the quality of your life. If you are living long and you're sick, there is no quality of life. When you have to run to the doctor for your healing, for him to cure you, there is no quality. You are bound to sickness. So to keep your storehouse well, then you need to take the necessary measures in keeping your body well, keeping your body healthy. I am totally vegan. I eat no flesh, no butter, no milk. I eat everything, try to, at plant-based. But let me say this, something that I just learned and I didn't realize. The key is in the soil. The soil is what produces your food. And there are two types of minerals. There is an inorganic mineral and there is an organic mineral. A lot of your foods are being raised with inorganic minerals that is causing the body to have heavy metal. And this is what will attract the radiation and the poison that is in the air that will come against your body and literally destroy your body. Because like one brother was saying, young Pharaoh, if your body is full of metal, okay, then you're just a target, like come attack me, come attack me. Yeah. But you can detox those minerals from your body. Now, I'm not going to go into telling you everything in this one vid, but you can actually detox your body from the minerals. And when you pay attention, like Patrick was saying, there are ways that you can test, because when you buy a bottle of water, just because the bottle of water is saying minerals, it may have crystal in it. It may have copper in it. It may have, those are inorganic minerals. We don't eat copper, okay? We do have foods that has copper, plant-based foods. Like I would have never thought cocoa beans is powerful with copper. Okay, you have to nourish your brain cells just like your body cells. Every part of you, from the strands of your hair to your toenail, can be nourished. Okay, and I'm going to say this, Patrick, and I'm going to, because you mentioned something about a child. Nobody has done that for children. Yes, there is a brother who raised his newborn baby on bladderwhack and sea moss. His newborn baby never had a formula. The only formula that he gave his baby is something that he made up himself. Why? He's a holistic healer, okay? And you don't have to give your newborn baby this Infamil and Similac. That is unnatural ingredients for your child, okay? Now, if you are a pregnant mother, if you can nourish your baby within the womb. If you are eating plant-based food, your body should increase the milk that is in the mother's breast. And I'm going to tell you why. I nursed just about all of my children. One of my children, after he was born, about 8 months, he developed a pink eye. I called my mom and I said, what should I do? She said, are you still nursing? I said, yes. She said, put some of the drops of milk from your breast into his eye. The next day, his eye was healed. Fathers and mothers, it is your responsibility, not just the woman, as Patrick teaches. It is the male. We are both healers for our children. Nurturers.
Yeah.
Stop taking your children to these fast food places, okay? Now, to build up your storehouse, in my physical storehouse is the kitchen.
Yeah.
I have herbs in my pantry that if somebody wants a mucus compound, I know how to go to my pantry and make them a mucus compound. I know how to fix up a compound for women who have problems every month with their cycle. I know how to do warm compresses. If you got muscle spasm, you can do that with castor oil. This is research. You're not going to learn all of this overnight, but you got to start somewhere. If you have some questions, my email address is dumoja54@gmail.com. So feel free to address me at any time, and I'll teach you the necessary steps in taking in building your own storehouse in your own pantry.
And Mom, you're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook, yes.
How do you spell your name on Facebook?
Deborah, Debrah, Umoja, Umoja. Okay? So,
what would you say, what if you had to give a person at least 3 to 5 items they should have on deck at all times, what would those be?
the first one, ginger, because that was the first herb that I discovered. Ginger was like gold to me. Okay, I could do everything with ginger. I could make a tea. I could make an ointment. It was so much that I could do with ginger. And another one is cloves. Cloves and myrrh actually heals the mouth and the gums from gingivitis and all of that. I would get some bilberry tea, elderberries. Those are some powerful teas. And another thing, your organic vegetables, your organic fruits, especially those are tropical, you do not throw the seed away before you research the benefits of the seeds.
Okay, yeah.
Okay?
I can definitely witness for the ginger. I think ginger is not as expensive as other things are. All these things that we're touching on, I'm not saying that you're not going to have. This is an investment in your health. This is an investment in your life. This is an investment in your children's health, your friends and family. You never know who you may come across, and you be done watch this video and you say, hey, try this, and it helps. So I have witnessed a lot of things that are being said, and one thing I just really, really want to say is that kind of ties it all together is if you're not researching these items and anything else, then you are, with everything that's going on, you're quickly going to be left behind because from what Patrick said, from building your immune system to what you're saying to building your storehouse, those are some of the major things you're going to need to fight against the things that's going on, and also to help your children. So if you don't have these things, it's kind of like you just, like you say, you're just living, but you have no quality of life.
Right.
And if you can go out and pay money for high dollar shoes, high dollar cars, you go out to look good, you get your hair done, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because I don't count other people's coins because I don't want anybody's counting mine. All I'm saying is if you want a better quality of life, then you're going to invest in it. Just like you want somebody to invest in your business, or you got to build up money to invest in your business, you become an entrepreneur of your own life. Not just of your own business, but your own life. Right. So these are some of the things that I definitely wanted to put out there. And we will definitely be back. I will put their contact information. My mom is on Facebook. You even have Instagram too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if y'all feel comfortable with emailing her, that's fine. Patrick. I'm gonna put his email down below. Y'all have all my social media. So I also, Mom, wanted to let them know about the teas because everybody was like, I had like over 10 messages about Selah's tea. Oh. Okay, so Mom, I'm glad this is the one she chose because I posted this one. The immune system booster, which goes back to everything we've been saying. This is packed, and it's very potent. You do not need a lot. Now, maybe if you're first starting out, to go ahead and get it in your bloodstream and go ahead and get the working, you need to go ahead and do the suggested dose. But as you continue to take it and you continue to build up your system and your womb, and hopefully not your tomb.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
This has amaranth leaf. This has dandelion root. This has yellow dock, burdock. It also has the African moringa, and then what my mom has been doing, because he also does have the capsules.
And this is the capsules.
Yes.
And with the new immune system booster, he added elderberry. Elderberry is very potent, very expensive,
potent, yes.
and it's hard to find. But
yes,
this is the capsule, okay, for the immune people who can't stand the taste.
If you can't stand the taste.
Oh, okay, but we suggest that you start out with the liquid because you want it to get into your bloodstream as soon as possible.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. And then, Mom, what you have been doing, because with all this mess going on, even before this happened, I was one of the ones who could not.
Storehouse.
I was one of the ones who the taste, it just could not. Something about it. So
Irish
what
moss.
she would do is she would stuff these vegan capsules.
Yes.
And you know, most capsules are gelatin. These are vegan.
Vegan.
So therefore, she would stuff them with this Irish moss. And I had read a post just the other day on Facebook. Somebody had asked in the group. Yes, and we got those from Sprouts, right? Or did
No,
you
we
get
got those
the
from
health
Richardson's.
store?
Richardson's.
There's a health food store, Richardson's health food store. I'll put the
Human.
link of that health food store. It's in Fort Worth on Human. So if anybody is interested, you can do stuff your own. And if you've ever dealt with Irish moss or sea moss, you already know. Yes.
Kale. Straight from the sea. It's straight from the sea.
Exactly. So that's exactly what you're gonna smell.
Powerful mineral. But like the brothers say, it goes down bitter, but it works all.
Yes, that's why he calls it bittersweet.
Yes, and this is building up your own storehouse for your body and to put in your cupboard. So when somebody comes, we do things in service to the Creator. We help others in service to the Creator. So a lot of my children, and I have a lot, come to me, Mom, what you got for such and such and such? What you got for upset stomach? The Spirit guides me and lead me what to put together for them. Okay?
And it works.
And it does work.
Yep, and it works. So for any closing comments, guys, anything you want to conclude by saying, because we will be back.
Okay, I just like to say we live in a very powerful time now, and for those people that are conscious, they're going to understand this. Where we're at now, we're basically now coming out of the age of darkness, which is disorder, and we're now going into light, which is order, because this is what our ancestors showed us and told us how it was going to be. So we're now in the beginning stages of the golden age of spiritual ascension, unity, prosperity, and unconditional love.
Definitely.
So all the brothers and sisters that are conscious now, that are coming into consciousness, because consciousness doesn't have a color to it. It's all about consciousness and energy of the Creator. Those are the ones that will receive that transformation.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Because a lot of things that I pick up on is from you, from my mom, even some things my dad have said. And now, as I am growing, I am learning. It is not the color. It is trying the person by the spirit. And
Yes.
and if our spirit isn't connecting, or if we're not on that same vibrational frequency, not saying I'm better than you or you're better than me, but obviously there's no connection there, and I don't wish to, proceed. So if we can't get along and come into agreements of as far as health and your wellness and things like the things that we have touched on, I'm not really trying to associate myself with you, because I'm trying to transpire. I'm trying to transcend, and I can't be sitting here preaching to my children and trying to teach them things, but yet I'm still socializing myself with energy that's going to drag me down.
Right.
So that's what I have for closing. I really appreciate everybody who pays attention, take notes. Again, get at us, questions, concerns, anything. I'll put all the links down in the description box. Thank y'all for paying attention to Mia Crew, and we'll see y'all back. Peace.